Which zoo was it?
London Zoo.
So what does Amanda do at London Zoo?
She goes around wearing a lanyard, bossing people about.
Oh.
And where did she apprehend you?
Well, we were doing quite well, because I kind of knew I wasn't supposed to bring an animal into the zoo.
Kind of?
Yeah, but I didn't want to face up to that.
Right.
Oh.
So I put a sort of cardigan thing over his porthole, so it just looked like I was wearing a backpack. And then to show him the lions and things, I just sort of turned my back there like that.
You didn't?
I did.
So now everyone's thinking, why is this woman not looking at the lions?
But it was the tiger enclosure where I came across her, because to see the tigers, you have to go up on a sort of walkway. And so I was up on the walkway, and when I turned my back and removed the cardigan so Kevin could have a look, Amanda spotted my strange behaviour, and then she and a keeper kind of escorted me out of the zoo.
Why didn't you wear the backpack at the front to make yourself look less suspicious and sort of, like, just cover it over and then... Oh, it's like you flash it to the tiger. And can you talk us through the conversation with Amanda and the keeper?
She said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I'm showing Kevin the tigers." And she said, "You're not allowed to bring animals in here."
Did you not say, but you started it?
I wish I had!
All right. What about David's plausible tale? Refresh our memories.
This is Amanda. When I kicked her child's football back, she stood in horror as it sailed through the air and knocked her mother out of her camping chair.
So, where were you?
On the beach
Whereabouts?
in Cornwall.
So you're on a beach call with your family?
Yes.
Ball comes trickling towards you.
The ball came very near me and then sort of stopped.
Yeah.
And then I went with the instinct to kick it back.
How far away was the child?
I'd say probably maybe about where Alan is.
So Alan's the child?
Yeah. Amanda is sort of the distance you are, Lee, and then Leisha is the mother sitting in a
And you
in a
managed
chair.
to kick a football that far?
Brilliant, David. Brilliantly convincing.
How many years ago?
This was last year.
Right.
You thought to keep in touch, just
Yeah.
so she'd be quite useful to come on the programme
And you-
and talk about it.
You've no idea. I mean, any incident at all, notes are made, numbers are taken.
It's getting so desperate, he probably aimed for the mother, thinking, at least I'll have something for Series 29. And what did you say? I'm assuming you shouted, "Sorry, I was aiming for your child."
I went over,
Yeah?
thinking, oh, I'll help the mother up, but then actually, obviously, if this was last year, so it's sort of the time of COVID.
Yeah, not a good time for going on holidays, but we'll let it go.
So people were going to Cornwall last summer, you know.
OK.
I mean, that part's true.
Only the...
So I went over and sort of got to within a couple of yards and then sort of mimed helping her up while Amanda helped her up.
Yeah. Even though you said sorry, when you walked away with your daughter and wife, did you turn to your wife and go, "Not a bad kick, that, wasn't it?" Did you feel a bit proud of yourself?
No,
Okay.
I didn't feel proud of it because
Well, you texted me.
Right. We need an answer. Is Amanda Mike's damaged dancer, Philippa's feline finder, or David's outraged onlooker?
I feel like the sand scenario, it's not adding up.
What about Mike?
I feel like that isn't true neither.
I think Philippa's is very plausible.
You'd have to be a bit...
Well, but she is.
So what are you going to say?
So you think it's...
I think it might be at the zoo.
I think it might be the zoo.
OK, then we'll go with my team and say it's Philippa.
You're saying that it's Philippa taking her cat, Kevin, to the zoo. Right. Amanda, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Amanda, and Mike's dance moves put me in hospital.
Thank you very much, Amanda. Which brings us to our final round, quickfire lives, and we start with... It's Alan.
Possession.
Now, there's a box on the floor. Take the item out of the box and pop it on the desk. first and then read out the card,
Oh,
please.
little mini instrument.
Oh, Alan.
Cute.
My size of furniture.
These are 3 items from my doll's house. I have meticulously furnished it with everything I'd put in my real house if only I was allowed.
David's team.
Are those 3 things that you're not allowed in your real house? You're not allowed a chair.
I'm not allowed a chair that looks like that.
So this is your wife wearing the trousers in the house,
No, not wearing the trousers, but you have to...
making
live in
all
a
the
house.
decisions,
No, not making all the decisions.
ruling the roost.
No. We have slightly differing tastes in furniture, and in a doll's house, I can just do it totally my own taste.
What's your favourite room in the doll's house?
The kitchen, because you can get very, very skillfully made, minute food. Pork pies, eggs in a basket, broken eggs on the floor. It's an incredibly...
Broken eggs on the floor?
Well, yeah, it's an art
I want to
form.
hear more about the dishes and what foodstuffs have you... You've got pork pies,
I've
what
got a
else?
lovely...
Oh, it's definitely a pork pie.
Jelly? Or
Yes, there's jelly and
yeah.
trifle. There's a lovely centrepiece on the table with a pineapple on the top and fruit all the way around it. And wine glasses that got red wine in. Tiny weeny ones.
Where do you acquire these things?
You want it, don't you?
Yeah.
And would you call yourself the king? The king of the house?
I dress up my thumb as the king. And play the national anthem on a CD player while the thumb comes in. Do you decorate the house for Christmas?
Well, no, it's sort of...
David is genuinely loving this.
I do.
He wants to do it.
It is finished now. It's done. But my grandchildren love it, and I undo the front and lift them up and show them the rooms, and then...
They say they love it. I can see them in the car on the way to the house. Do we have to look at Grandpa's special house again?
You call yourself... You have no artistic temperament. This is wonderful. This is the world in miniature. It can be perfected without all the horrors that you love.
We know what we're getting him for Christmas now.
What sort of house is it?
It's Georgian, and it's on 4 floors.
Has it got attic rooms for, like... No, yes. This is brilliant. This is so brilliant. This is definitely true, and I want one.
I don't think I've ever seen you this excited,
Yeah.
and it's a little disturbing. Now then, what's it going to be? Mike, is this true?
Well, at the beginning, I thought it was ludicrous, but he's drawn me in.
I feel the love, and I think it's fantastic, and I think it's true.
All right, then, so you're going to say
We're going to
this-
say true.
It's true.
And we're rooting for it.
All right. Alan, there's a lot riding on this. Was that true or was that a lie?
Oh, sorry. It's true.
And we can see a picture of it. Look at that.
Blimey.
Isn't
Hang
that...
on, how do we know that's not just his house?
And let's see another room. Oh,
That's the kitchen.
I love the lighting. It's very atmospheric. Are you all right, David? Look at his little face.
Absolutely. Yeah. There's a stag's head on the wall.
Yes.
You see, that's a perfect outlet for wanting to have a stag's head. You haven't had to kill a stag.
No, but what he's done is kill a mouse and got some twiglets.
What a wonderful reveal. It was true. Well done. Alan. Very impressive. And that noise signals time is up. It's the end of the show. And I can reveal that it's a draw. Lee has 3 and David has 4. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Good night.